Today we are at the York Heritage Trail, starting out at the John Rudy Park. The idea I had today was to try to go 50 miles. We'll see how it goes. I haven't done 50 miles yet this year, which is unusual for me, but haven't been riding as regularly as I'd like. But we're going to give it a shot anyway. If I don't make it, it's no big deal. It's an out and back ride on a rail trail, so I can turn around whenever I like. But the goal is 50 miles. It's a beautiful day today. First day like this in ages. It's like 70 degrees out right now and sunny, as opposed to a heat index of like well over 100. So should be a really nice ride. So let's head out. So nice cruising through here. The shade is nice and cool. Feels awesome. Haven't had a day like this in quite a while. We'll be out in the sun for chunks of this ride, but even that shouldn't be bad in theory. Every once in a while, I come through here and I see kids playing down here in the water, or up a little farther, not realizing that right here is the sewage treatment plant. And basically all of the local waters to me, they recommend not really swimming in because they're so polluted. But even if that weren't the case, I don't know if I'd want to be just immediately downstream from that. But what do I know? Some places where you have to cross bridges, they have these fun little switchbacks, so we don't have to ride straight up. So that's nice. This bridge kind of sucks if somebody's coming the other way though. These next little parts are probably my least favorite part of this ride, going through York itself. The trail's a little busier, a lot more cars you have to contend with crossing streets. It's just not my favorite, but once you get past that, it's real nice.
Actually, fewer people through here right now than normal for whatever reason. This area is always trash, litter. Morning. Morning. I like to say good morning to people. Sometimes they respond, sometimes they don't. Who cares? Morning. See? Alright. Just about to the gravel section pretty soon, and then we'll be done with the paved area until we get back. That's it for the paved area. We're about 7.25 miles in, and it's gravel from here on out until we turn around and come back. Trail crosses back and forth over the actual tracks that are still here. They still use the tracks in some parts. They have those little trail, like pedal bike train track things. And then once you go a little farther, they actually still run a trail in here that runs people up and down the trail. They have a stop at each end. And they'll take your bike too if you only want to ride one direction. I cannot overstate how pleasant this ride is right now after weeks of super hot and humid weather. It's awesome. My daughter will recognize this spot. I just brought her here a couple weeks ago. This is where we started out so that she didn't have to ride through the city and deal with all the car crossings. Good place to start. I forget what the name of this park is. I will try to add it in to the video once I get back home. Oh, this beautiful shady tunnel of woods. It's awesome. Good morning. Morning. Get this sweet little tunnel up here. Morning. Much of the trail in this direction is at like a steady 1% grade up, which is almost completely unnoticeable for a while until suddenly it isn't. Good morning. All of a sudden you'll just notice, why are my legs so tired? Morning. I always stop at this bridge for a couple minutes just to chill, listen to the water, hear all the cicadas in the background. They're really loud right now. Here's those pedal things they do. on this part of the rail. Probably fun for some people. I think it'd be infuriating for me. We are at Hanover Junction, which is one of the ends where the train stops that goes back and forth. We might see it on the way today. It's about 17 miles from where we started. Hanover Junction's a good place to stop. They got some picnic tables and benches. Usually a fair amount of shade. Sometimes you'll see the train here, sometimes not. They do have bathrooms here as well. Can't all be shade each other with some beautiful trees. Morning. Some of these sunny sections are brutal when it's hot out, but today it's actually quite nice. I like when there's breaks in the forested areas. The forested areas are really nice, but they do get a little monotonous after a while because every one place looks like every other place. I guess I stand corrected about the gravel, as I'm now riding on pavement again. It's been a while since I've gone this far on the trail, so I don't even know how long it lasts. I don't remember. Guess we'll see. I see the train up ahead. Oh yeah, it's for sure going. Looks like it's about to get going. Steeper grade here. This is as far as I've ever been on the trail. This trail actually goes, you can follow this the whole way to Baltimore, I think. Although the name of the trail changes to something else at some point. We're not quite at 25 miles yet. We're only at not even quite 22, so we're going to go a little bit further. It's probably a 2 or 3% grade now, if I had to guess. We've reached the point where that uphill grade is catching up to me a little bit, getting kind of tired. At almost 23 miles. Gonna make it to 25, so I get my 50 when I turn around. But once we get there, I'll stop, and to the 25 mark, I'll stop and have something to eat, take a little rest. And the way back is easier because it's mostly downhill instead of mostly uphill. No problem. All right, I hear this train coming. Sounds like it's catching up to me here. Should see it go by very slowly here shortly.
So people take that train up to the top of the hill, so they don't have to ride up, and then they just ride back the downhill way. So I don't know what that costs, probably not very much, but I guess for people that don't want to ride uphill, that's a great option. So we're going back and forth between 1% and 2% page. No big deal, just happening. Now this parking lot here seems like a natural place to turn around, stop and take a break. However, we are only at 24.37 miles. And 24.37 miles is not 25 miles. And I, like so many other cyclists, am weird about mileage. I can't cut it short. We gotta keep going. We gotta get that 50 miles in. So let's keep going. All right. We have officially passed the 25-mile mark. So the first natural kind of stopping place. Let's see. I'm gonna stop, turn around. It actually might be right here. All right, I'm gonna stop and turn around. I'm actually not gonna take a break right here. It's not a very good place to sit, so I'm gonna go back to a park that I passed a little ways back, and then I'm gonna take a break and get something to eat. We get to ride downhill now, so that's nice. It's not gonna be enough of a grade to coast most of the time, but that's okay. It'll be at least a little easier on my legs. This is not where I'm gonna stop, but I just think it's interesting that this is Railroad Park in the borough of Railroad. There's a town called Railroad. All right, I took a little 5-minute break, had a snack, gonna get moving again. I don't like to stop for too long. So let's get headed downhill. Definitely much easier this direction. It is still nice and cool out. Feeling great. It's amazing how much farther you can go and the heat isn't just sapping the energy out of you. I got a new clip for my GoPro that makes it a lot easier for me to just pop it off, so I can take these kind of angles of me talking to the camera, which is nice. The only downside is I'm not entirely sure how much I trust it. It's a magnetic clip, specifically for the GoPro Hero 13 Black. I have already knocked it off of it once and sent the camera flying. We'll see how it goes. I mean, it seems to hold it pretty well, as long as nothing comes in contact with the camera. So if you bump the camera, it just rips those clips right off and the camera goes flying, which is not ideal. So I'll just have to be careful where I'm using it. It's not something I'm going to be able to use everywhere. Super nice out, still feeling great. About 30 miles. They always have these signs that say cyclists must walk bike across the street. And let me tell you, that is never ever gonna happen. Not gonna do it.
as nice as it is to have a little bit of downhill, it seems I've also picked up a headwind, so it is canceling some of it out, but it's not terrible. Hey look guys, it's the real Iron Man. Look at this little guy. Just chilling. If you like buying ice cream at the grocery store, you can say thank you to this place, which is apparently the birthplace of commercial ice cream production. Wherever the heck it is that I am, that's what this is. Here comes some of those pedal car things. Every time I see people on those things, it's usually like one person that's doing all the work. Beautiful cornfields. A lot of people hate it here, but I love Pennsylvania. I think it's a great place to be. Not like 38 or 39 miles. I've been drinking plenty, but I can tell my legs feel like they are gonna cramp up soon. My thighs. Happens all the time. It'll be all right though. Just keep drinking, keep pedaling. Once I get off my bike and I'm done, it'll be a problem probably, but that's all right. Apart from my legs cramping up a little bit, my sit bones also hurt. So both those things together are pretty much just a sign that I haven't been on my bike enough lately. It happens. Sometimes life gets in the way, but whatever, I just ride through it. Right around, I don't know, 42 and a half miles. Back around mile 40, I needed a thing. I don't know what that thing was, but it fucking hurt. So just kind of taking it easy now. My knee has done this before, exactly 2 times before. And the weird thing is, both of those times were on this very trail. So I don't know what's going on, but it hurts. So I'm just gonna take it easy. And until we get back to the car, got about 8 more miles to go. I'll be fine though. The only part that's gonna suck is the last little stretch up to the car is a steeper hill, but it'll be fine. Now that I'm back out in the open, that headwind's picking up a little bit, as it loves to do when you're starting to get tired. A little over 5 miles left to go. I'm getting tired. Sleep well tonight. Thank you. This hill sucks. The good news is this hill means I only have like 3 miles left or something. It just sucks that they're right at the end, a couple of steep hills after I'm already super tired. I don't know how well you can hear them, but the cicadas have been so loud today. It's wild. All right, last climb here before the car. Last steep one anyway. Whew, so tired. All right, we get a downhill for a little bit, not far. And then it is uphill the whole way to the car. But not quite as steep as that one. Home stretch. Just about to hit 50 miles on my Garmin. There it goes. So hopefully when it uploads to Strava, there won't be too much Strava tax on there. Every once in a while it cuts some distance off when it does some corrections or whatever. Here we are. Probably do a little cool off around the parking lot. All right, we made it. 50.29 miles according to my Garmin, in 4 hours and 23 minutes because I'm slow, but that's okay. I do not go fast, especially on this bike and especially on gravel. It's a little slow even for me, but that's okay, no problem. So 50 miles in the books finally this year. We'll see you next time.